Hi, welcome back to Stepping into the Theater of Your Own Mind. I hope that this video finds you well and leaves you feeling just a little bit better. Finding yourself in a comfortable seated position, sits bones engaged on the chair, shoulder blades roll up and behind the back body, heart is lifted, crown is tall, otherwise laying flat on your back, completely surrendering to the earth beneath you, feet splayed wide, palms receptive. Your eyes are comfortably closed. Your breathing is deep, rhythmic, and relaxed. As you settle in, letting go of the outside sounds, external influences, you turn your attention deep inside. Deep inside, what I'd like you to do, if you don't mind, is imagine that you're journeying to every center of your brain. And while you're there, in the very center, what you're going to do is find the theater of your mind. As you walk into the theater setting, you notice there are posters on the wall, posters about successes yet to come in your life. Some you've thought about before, others you're just now thinking about. In this inner theater, there is an infinite time and infinite space perspective. You can see and do whatever you want to see and do. There are no rules, there are no limits. These inner movies have already been developed. If you can visualize it, then you can realize it in your mind. So there, as you walk into the theater, you notice that it is a very special theater. There is a seat reserved just for you in the right place, as if you're walking into your own personal theater. It's grand in every way. The screen is large, the setting is beautiful, it's perfectly soundproof, and the chairs are comfortable, full of any pillow you can imagine, stuffed animal, blanket, all the different colors and interesting patterns that you prefer. So comfortable, in fact, that as you sit down, relax back, you begin to feel just a little bit more relaxed than you've felt in a very long time. You can feel it in the arms and legs as your arms and legs go loose, comfortably limp, and completely relaxed. Settling back as the hips and torsos go loose, limp and relaxed, as you feel your shoulders release as the weight of your world lifts, and your neck and head area settle back comfortably into a cradle where everything is just right. The lights begin to go down, and the screen begins to light up. And there is an image of you right there on the screen, just as you are now. Yet the image is black and white. It's black and white because you've seen it before, and now you're seeing it differently through your creative mind. When your inner mind begins to notice things, you begin to hear things differently. You sense and feel your body, and then you remember. This is the creative theater of your own mind. The movie's already produced. All of the scenes you've already played out. The actors and actresses are in place, and you drift off from the seat in the theater, watching yourself on the screen, all the way back into the projection booth of your mind. And from there in the projection booth, you notice the projector is skewed up. It's a movie of your life. As you start the movie, you start to notice you sitting in the chair, watching yourself on the screen. Noticing that this is double disassociation, it's allowing you to gain a new perspective. You remain in the projection booth as the movie plays out, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. You allow it to play out in your mind until you get to that day when you realize you've had a breakthrough in your thinking. You've had a breakthrough in your relationships. You've had a breakthrough in your life. Now, for some of you, you've dreamt about it before. For others, you're seeing it for the very first time. And when you get into that moment on the screen, in the movie where you know the breakthrough has occurred, that you've achieved the goal, you've continued that relationship, you've created that result, whatever it is for you, I want you to mentally jump from the projection booth into the movie. Now, in your mind's eye, at that moment, when you jump into the movie, it becomes bright, brilliant, and colorful in your mind's eye. As if in that moment, all of the greatest Hollywood producers, Walt Disney, George Lucas, all the great ones have come together to put the story to color, sound, and experience. You are there now. Allow your mental eyes to see, your inner ears to hear. Imagine being there, actually feeling the way you would be feeling had you accomplished that goal. There's a certain sensation. You will notice your posture. You will notice the way you see the world, just a little bit brighter. As you feel it, you move through that day, noticing all that success feels good. The joy resonates in every cell, system, and organ. There's a sense of gratitude that's building. That joy, that gratitude, All begins with the thoughts of how you think, the actions you take, and the ways you interact with others. At that moment, at the end of the day, you have a feeling, a deep resourceful feeling. As the movie plays in reverse, the whole thing, without knowing exactly how or why, you're going to take that feeling, that sensation of success, run it all in reverse, all the way back, in fact, to right here, right now. In the theater of your own mind, imagine how you would process that future, given the fact that it's already been written, already been decided upon. The truth about the power and the resources of your own mind is that it only needs to know the end result. Then, the unforeseen forces of unconsciousness and consciousness go to work providing you with the right thoughts, the right attitudes, the right beliefs, so that you can take actions upon awakening, so that you can take those deeper, more meaningful actions in your life. Notice the relaxation in your body now. Notice how it feels to sit in the theater of your own mind. Notice in your own way how you're becoming less and less concerned with the hand and feet around you and all that is around you. More and more connected, less and less concerned with sensations and feelings. From here, if you don't mind, you can go just a little bit deeper inside, where you become less and less concerned. It's from here that you remember negative thoughts, negative concepts, negative beliefs that have no control over you at any level of the mind. At this or any of the awakening levels of consciousness, you are liberating your mind now. You are using the power and resources of your own mind to trigger your natural brain power. Today is the day you decide to have a breakthrough, and that breakthrough is noticed by others in the world around you. They comment and communicate about how you carry yourself, how calm and relaxed you feel, how there is a sense of success in the air around you, because success itself leaves cues. Journey deep inside. As you journey even further into the theater of your own mind, you've been there before. So the theater is just a little bit brighter. You notice things about the theater you hadn't noticed before, that everything has its place, and everything is in its place. And as you settle back into your chair to watch a new movie at a new time in a new place, you settle back relaxing, noticing that the chair is wearing in perfectly for your body. It feels so very good. As you drift back, you notice the lights in the theater going down and the film beginning, and there is an image of you. Remember, you've done this before, and now you're doing it again, differently. You're comfortable and relaxed, watching yourself on the screen. And there's a part of you that drifts back into the projection booth, noticing from the projection booth as you watch yourself, watching yourself on the screen. This time it's a movie about your future and how you overcome something in your life. Something major happens, and you move through it with such grace, such integrity, and with such skill that every day in every way you're getting better, 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 and even more better than the day before. You visualize the days transforming into weeks as you watch the weeks transform into months, how one skill builds upon the next, how one activity builds upon the next like dominoes falling. All of the old patterns, all of the old beliefs, all of the unwanted resources melt away as new resources, new skills, and new capacities form. It's a big thing, and as I pause, you watch the movie on your mind. You allow it to play out on the screen before you and watch yourself in that perfect scene. Watching yourself on the screen, you notice there's something deep, deep within you that knows that only you can know and that only you know will accomplish that and many other goals. When my voice returns, it will be in that moment that you will jump into the screen and live out the positive and prospective future, easily and gracefully now. Allow the seconds to move into hours, and the hours into days. In a moment, my voice will return. Jumping into the screen now, you begin to see through your eyes. In this perspective, you begin to hear through new ears. You begin to sense and feel with the aliveness of your everyday reality. Today, after all, is a new day filled with the discovery of you. You begin to notice that from inside the movie, you see everything differently. In fact, you can look out of the film and see yourself sitting in the chair watching yourself from the projection booth while you're living out the movie in your own mind. From here, as you move with this movie, with the thoughts, attitudes, and beliefs that are going to transform your life one day at a time, learning that you possess a very powerful mind and that all you need to do is activate the great resources in your brain, knowing that every day, in every way, you're getting just a little bit better. You find that experience, that event, the one that convinces you without question, and when you found that event, that experience, you breathe it into being. You begin to see the world with these eyes, conviction in your mind, harnessing gratitude in your heart, moving freely through the experience. You play it all in reverse once again, bringing those skills, those resources, those abilities from the future back in time. You integrate them in your mind. You feel them integrating into the right creative side of your brain. You notice that logical linear part of your brain synchronizing, organizing what you've seen, heard, and experienced consciously as well as unconsciously. Knowing that each night as you drift off into the deepest realms of sleep, deep, deep delta sleep, that you will view this theater in your mind, playing out the scenes of your future, rehearsing that other than conscious level of your brain, bringing the new skills, the new resources, the new abilities that you've learned through these 9 core techniques, finding them showing up in places you never thought they would, triggering resources you didn't even know you had, helping you to accomplish goals that you're just thinking about now. It's from here you notice the integration down into your body. You feel it at the very core of your cells, systems, and organizing in your body, in your organisms, in your interelectronal spaces. Every heartbeat's success. So feel that success frequency now, resonating out with each beat of the heart, to the tip of the toes, the ends of your fingers, the top of your head. Feel it resonating as health, harmony, and vitality, noticing that your mind moves through the days, weeks, and months to come, planning your successful future, those things in your life you can, and embracing and accepting those that you have no choice over, bringing more joy, more gratitude, more love into your life than you ever thought possible. As you think of days, weeks, and months to come, you will notice that this program is coming to an end. As you notice the music in the background stops, you will fully return back to the room, but only as slowly as you're willing to embrace the process of stepping into the own theater of your own mind, transforming your life through the transformation of your very own thoughts. And when you're ready to improve the quality of your life by improving the quality of your brain function, your eyes will open. You'll become wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than ever before, for this or something better, so long as for the highest good of all. And so it is.